Three names to remember here. Zion Foster, Detroit teen. There's a search for her right at this very Lenox Township landfill. Now, Ashley Elkins, there's a search going on for her right now at this same landfill. ZIYAH Harris, there was not a search here at the landfill. A chief investigator on that case is also here, however. There's a search for her. Metro Detroit.
Welcome in, everybody.
Let's focus on ZIYAH Harris right now and catch you up on the things you did not know about that disturbing case. Detroit should never forget the name ZIYAH Harris. Now, just take a moment and look at the last photo taken of this child. ZIYAH Harris was a child. She was 13 years old. Study her face. Look at the light in her eyes. ZIYAH took this final photo of herself at school January 9th, 2024. She was never seen again.
Welcome in, everybody. Thank y'all so much for being here. You see who we talking about. We've been covering this case for about 6 days now, and so much information has come out. And man, I mean, it's making me feel all kind of ways. But shout out to everybody in the building. Thank y'all so much for being here. We're gonna be going over some case information that I've been looking at so much information that I'm seeing some inconsistencies from the testimony versus what was talked about on this talk show or podcast that we've been reviewing. And that's another thing. We're gonna finish reviewing the podcast that we've been reviewing. I mean, so much information came out in that I want to just go through that whole thing. Shout out to everybody in the building. Welcome in Double Speak. Welcome in Young Riaz and D-Man9. Thank y'all so much for being here. For everybody in the building and everybody that'll watch the replay, please smack that thumbs up. I cannot express how important that is. We just need to get the likes up so YouTube would know that we live and y'all enjoying the show. So, the last video I posted was about her cousin who came out, her meaning Shannon. I could not believe that this cousin came out. She's in her 20s. I don't know her exact age, but she came out and said that Shannon violated her for 6 years, from the age of 6 to the age of 12. And then that made me think about ZIYAH, because I remember in one of her text messages, she said to him something about a girlfriend. And then he said something like, "Oh, is this our girlfriend?" So I was like, what's up with that? You know, I know they talk about the stuff in school and they make it, normal. And everything else is weird, right? But in my mind, I'm like, where did she get those thoughts from? So it sounds like to me, according to what the cousin said, and everything is alleged, it sounds like Shannon and Jarvis was some type of tag team. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's why she was so forgiving. Maybe that's why she could relate to this guy and said, she was feeling like, well, if the people could give him a second chance, surely I could give him a second chance too. Like, what? You mean to tell me, like, for a fact that this man is doing this, violating all of these girls, yet you continue to send your niece, your daughter, with him. And then come to find out, he's tampered with her twin sister's daughter, which is the one that testified in court. And her dad is the one that tried to take his dang head off. But of course, we couldn't see that part. And he went to court today, and I ain't finding nothing nowhere. I do believe he went to court today. As a matter of fact, the young girl that testified that said that he tampered with her for 2 years, from, I think she said 2015 to 2017. This is his baby mama, Shannon's twin sister's daughter. So they want us to believe that these kids didn't tell them nothing? They didn't know. They didn't get rid of this guy? That's what makes me wonder. Was it some type of agreement or something? Like, how are we here? How do you act like you didn't know when you absolutely did know? You don't give a person like him a second chance. You just don't. That's God's work. Let God forgive him. You got kids in the house that you're supposed to be protecting. And it's just so disgusting what I'm hearing. Now, another thing that's been going around is this video. In this video, you can tell that this girl is pregnant. I can. I slowed it down. Let me know if y'all can tell. She was a slim girl before this. This allegedly was the day before she went missing. I believe she was at least 3 or 4 months. It looked like 4 or 5 there. We know in September is I believe it was September when she first said that she was pregnant or thought that she was. In December, he started looking up for remedies on how to get rid of it. But when I compared this video, according to her cousin, you can see it right there. Look. Now, I don't know how old she was on this, but this gives you an idea of how small she was. It looked like she was going for the stud look in this one to me, but look how slim she was. Whatever, they said they found text messages from 2022 and they believe that that's when it started. I believe it started way before that. If he knew her since she been 2 years old, he didn't wait till she was 11 and 12 when we got a 4-year-old victim who got chlamydia from this bastard. He don't wait. I just found out today, and it don't even matter. I mean, it does in a sense, but it don't excuse him for what he did. But allegedly he was tampered with, which I figured that because people that do this type of stuff, somebody probably did it to them. I mean, that's usually what happens. But you should learn at 40 some years old. But anyway, what I was about to say is I heard today that he allegedly was victimized and at the age of 13, he had his first child by a grown-ass woman. And the person that was telling this story was the mother's son. The woman who allegedly had a baby by him at the age of 13. I don't know how old she was, but she was grown. Her son was on social media, on a social media platform. It might have been Clubhouse, talking about his own mother. Said he don't mess with her or whatever, and and said that was his sister. His mother did that. So that's what I'm hearing. I heard about that, and I'm sure he probably has some issues with some men. A lot of stuff probably happened to him. Shout out to my BFF in the building. I'm just talking and ain't even looking at the chat. Welcome in, D-Wash. Thank you for being here. And shout out to Shank Rock in the building. Yes, it is very sad. Unfreaking real. So another thing that stuck out to me was Shannon's testimony in comparison to what she said on Mark DeAndre's podcast. So let me pull that up. Let's see. Because, okay, so on the podcast, she was saying, obviously that she didn't know what was going on, right? The podcast was actually recorded February of last year. On that podcast, she has said that ZIYAH texted her when she was in school and asked her what was she doing, and that was something that I was tripping on because she was very rude to her. She's like, "What you doing, TT or whatever?" And she was like, "Minding." What Nana doing? Minding. Do some work. She was mean to me, and she said that was the last time that she talked to her. They didn't bring that didn't come up in court. That didn't come up in court. So I don't think that happened. I mean, but why would she lie about it? But it didn't come up in court when they were, I didn't hear it. Maybe it'll come up in trial. The hearing, I didn't hear nothing about ZIYAH messaged her while she was at school. Another thing. Wait, hold on, y'all. Oh, another thing that I found that was wild is that apparently Jarvis and his buddy partner that he worked with, they both had relations with Shannon. That came out in his testimony. Dang, and I don't even know how but that came out in the guy's testimony that he had slept with Shannon back in 2019 or something like that. And they asked him, did you and Jarvis get into it about that? And he was like, no. So I'm like, what the heck is really going on? I really do feel like these girls was being served up. I mean, this is just what I believe, what I feel, because it sounds like it was an unspoken understanding, because they didn't prove this in court that Shannon or the grandmother had anything to do with it. Not in a preliminary hearing. They didn't. I mean, it wasn't a trial, but they didn't show us any text messages that showed that they was guilty. But they damn sure knew what was going on. Come on. After hearing this 20-year-old say that Shannon violated her from the age of 6 to 12, that changed everything for me. Then ZIYAH's brother, the video you sent me, BFF, the brother said, put a big circle around Shannon. So it sounds like Shannon might have been the one tampering with the kids. I mean, that's what it's looking like. What, did she just pick one person to do this to in the whole family? I don't think so. Her daughter was tampered with and she did nothing. I mean, not her daughter, but her sister's daughter. And I think he did tamper with his own child too. This is just crazy. So what? Nobody believes anything that the kids say? Nah. They had to know. And part of me is like, if the grandmother was violated at 11 years old and pregnant, who was doing that? Then they said, a family member took her in and she didn't want to follow the rules and she ended up out the house between 13 and 16 or something and had several kids by that time already. So was that their norm? Is it like, well, this happened to us, so it can happen to you too? I don't know. It is crazy to me that they know what it looked like and they missed everything. I ain't buying it. I ain't buying it. It just don't make sense to me. Court was postponed for today. Oh, I wonder what was going on. I'm like, it ain't nothing about court. I don't know why they postponed it, but I see that ZIYAH's cousin, the 11-year-old to testify, her dad posted something. Let me go. Her dad had posted something about he wasn't limping today or something. Wait a minute. Here's a little update, y'all. And the CBS journalist got it wrong. Jarvis did not plead guilty, y'all. What? Let me play what I got. Look, I done got distracted that quick. Okay, that's gone. Okay, so here is let's listen. Oh, let me see what D-Wash said. I keep saying she gave him a second chance and played Russian roulette with those kids, and he won the prize. Was ZIYAH locked her on up to Man, okay? Like, come on. Like, we got to remember that they said before ZIYAH was in 2022, she was up with Shannon. Shannon moved in with the grandmother. They said she was always with Shannon. So it sounds like, look, I'm picturing a child in the middle. You know what I'm saying? We got two pedophiles here. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I don't know what else to think. Because, oh, well, you so willing to give him a second chance, and you so willing to have all these babies by him, and you know he engaged or whatever, or married. He called the girl, the woman, his wife, when his partner called on the phone. I mean, when they had recorded, all calls from jail are recorded, but when they played their message, when he asked him to find his phone and call the girl up there and get it out her truck and all this, tell her some lie to get her up there. I got a hard time believing that the friend didn't know too. I believe she was groomed and sold off to. That's why they can't find that girl. And you know, babies are pedos thing. It sure is. I mean, man, that's a twist. That's definitely a twist. But I mean, you never know. Anything is possible, but they're just going off of the fact that they haven't seen her. She haven't been to school. She ain't been on social media. It was holes and stuff in her jacket as if he jabbed her or fired upon her. I don't know, man. I'm thinking that she out of here. But if he was that type, I don't think he that smart to be able to get her off somewhere and whisk her away and nobody see her again. I don't know. But yeah, that would be their dream, a pedo's dream, because I was talking about the other day when I was saying, is women out here, I don't even know if I want to call them that. They actually have babies for these people and hand them right off to them. I had no idea that was going on until I did. And I seen a woman talking about it and how disgusted she was by the movement of the child inside. It's like this devil demon inside of me. And it's like it was sick. So yeah, they definitely do that. And that's anything that's possible. That's a fact. Okay, so let me play her messages that stood out to me. The auntie. The reason why this sticks out to me, because she didn't mention none of this on that podcast. Let's listen.
The next pages include searches that I located inside.
Not that. Well, let's listen at the searches.
The next pages include searches that I located inside that Google return that we received from Google. So this search was December 9th, 2023 at 3:32 UTC time. So you would actually have to subtract 5 hours, which would make it the night of December 8th. And the site is what's visited. It's Drink Me and Abort Your Baby. The Herbal Abortion Tea by Maya. December 10th, 2023 at 9:32 p.m. UTC, so -5. PlannedParenthood.org/learn/abortion/
Now, the fact that he was searching in December makes me think that, you would think that that's when he found out. But I think it was around September, and that date September came up. That was the first time I do believe that she mentioned it. But this is the video I meant to play.
January 21st, 2024. You sent some messages to Mr. Butts. Is that fair to say?
Yes.
Okay, and can you read these last 3 messages?
To be honest, these messages I seen into the inbox to you, I really don't know what to believe anymore. Stay away, Ramon. I mean it. The next message is I don't know what to say. Ortula is gone. Says this shit doesn't sit right with me. Call it what you want. I'm good. Period. It says this for life, nigga. I thought about it. And you can pass it. And don't call me. No need to explain shit. I already see it.
January 21st, 2020.
So that was January 21st. She seen something, and they didn't let her explain what it was that she seen, but she said it wasn't sexual or whatever. She could also tell that a picture was sent, but she couldn't see the picture. So I don't know how, what made her say that if it wasn't sexual. Obviously, the fact that he was messaging her at all, I guess she figured it was something. No, she knew what type of man she had. And and I don't know what the messages was, but I believe it was sexual in nature. Why would she say that if it wasn't? But January 21st. Now, this podcast that she was on was February 19th, and she tried to act like her and Jarvis didn't have a conversation at all about it at first. But she definitely didn't say any of that. Okay? And what else? So look at this before and after. We believe that I think she was a good, hell, she could have been 4-5 months. Because this ain't the first time he actually just let loose in her. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this your woman or something. I just cannot. I will never understand. Clearly nothing there. And she had to be around the same age right there. You can totally tell. How the hell didn't her grandmother know that and her auntie? You can't tell me that that's not a belly on her. Nobody noticed. Sweatshirt or not. What y'all think? All of a sudden, they don't know what it looked like. Let me see what they talking about right quick. What is they talking about? They said somebody then broke in the shop. Oh my God, y'all. The Mimi lady then broke in Jarvis' shop. I don't know what the heck. Hold on. I'm about to let this play right quick while I look for some. I thought I was going to have some details about the trial. Not the trial. Yeah, the arraignment or whatever they had today. Or was going to have.
See them, but you will hardly see them because they in the house. They not stuck in the house. They can go outside.
Now this is Shannon. I'm gonna just let this play right quick.
They can go places.
He about tired of her mess.
So wait, so is the dude that's there with you, does he, what's his name, Dave? What was it that was just on the line before you? Devin. So he stayed there with you? No.
Now this guy has said that, she said that the kids be, she be up and down the street. He said he never seen the kids up and down the street. He will see them either taking out the garbage or in the backyard. But so Wait a minute. This ain't the one I'm looking for. Let me let this keep playing.
Me? Do I stay there? No, I don't.
I was just wondering, because she said that, she sees
No,
them leaving.
My best friend stays next door. So most of the time I be next door.
Well, okay. So she sees them leaving the house, walking up and down the street from time to time. And sometimes mama have to call her and come back. But you said you don't see them doing nothing but taking the trash out and playing in the backyard.
Yeah, but I ain't never seen her walk up and down the street. Me personally. Me. She would maybe come next door, see her brother. That's like really it.
All right. Well, yeah, man. Like I said, man, I just don't know what's more to say about this situation. I just hope that she found, because I don't think we personally gonna get shit out of nobody's story out of this situation. As far as I'm concerned, it ain't gonna be nothing to come out of that. We gotta just try to figure out where she at. However, we figure it out.
And that's the main goal, is trying to find my niece. Because I want to know, and I wanted to speak on this. How can Merv speak on anything to where he...
Oh, now she's talking about the father. This was the part, and the father is gonna come back up too. And she's speaking on the father right now.
Did not want to be involved inside his life at all.
Well,
He sprung only, hold on, he only came over by the house only twice from 2 banks. And a couple of weeks later, my niece called him, and he answered the phone. She said, "Hey, Dad." He said, "Who is
You
this?"
see it?
He said, "Your daughter, ZIYAH."
Oh, let me let her finish.
He said, "I don't have a daughter named ZIYAH."
all of the things that you said.
Now that's what I was saying. I mean, that is really messed up if that father did that, but I don't know if he did or not. She could have been lying. But it don't make sense. The father originally said that he gave her up. You know, he signed her to the grandmother. They wasn't gonna be in her life, basically. And then he started talking about taking her stuff over there and all of this. But then he turned around and said that he ain't seen her. I heard him say about 4 or 5 years on this show. I hear other people saying 8 years. Her father wasn't in her life. Her mother wasn't either. The grandmother don't even like her own daughter for whatever reason. She said it right there in court. Let me get this straight. Let's get this straight right now. However she said it. I don't deal with my daughter. What? Why? The 3 of them can take a cell right next to their man. I can't stand their lying asses who doesn't call the police for a missing child and wait 24 hours. Exactly. And then, so I'm understanding the whole time lapse thing now. It didn't make sense to me. Last video, we watched 2 different press conferences. I'm thinking, okay, the police. One of the press conferences was the police from the school. And so they didn't hand over the okay. So what she did, instead of calling 911 and reporting her granddaughter missing, she went up to the school. The school, she claimed, when she did her testimony, she claimed that she was going up to the school to let them know which date. What was the point of doing that? Go up to the school. I would have did that after, not first. So she went up to the school to say, she didn't come home. She said, and I'm on my way to the police department. Oh, we'll call them here. We'll call them here. So they called the police at the school. The guy that took the report, if he took a report, because he testified at the hearing, he was about to retire. So he didn't do nothing with it. When she was asking him, well, Okay, he said, I could have talked to this person or that person. Well, anyway, they dropped the damn ball at the school. That's why she shouldn't have went to the school. She should have went to the damn police, period. So that bought them time. Then the other press conference that we watched was, you know, they were talking about it like, yeah, if we would have known sooner, we could have, we could have been a lot further. They didn't get it to February 20 something, I want to say. And so all this time lapsed because the police never got it. They didn't even know who is the person that didn't do something. Is probably the man that retired. I don't know, but yeah. So that's what happened there. But had she just went to the damn police, we wouldn't be talking about this right now. So that bought this man even more time. Unfortunately, the aunt is a typical dark-skinned, jealous mammy that was jealous of a child. I don't know now. After the cousin came out and said that Shannon allegedly molested her from the age of 6 to 12. That told me a lot about Shannon. Carpet munching. And they Bonnie and damn Clyde with this thing. That's what I'm looking at now. Like, what? You did that? From 6 to 12. So get this. The grandmother, we got to remember that she is older than everybody in that damn house. She run a tight ship. She got chains on the damn refrigerator. And she don't know this. She don't know that every generation has been tampered with, including herself. She don't know what it looked like. Get out of here. It's making me feel like it happened to me, so it can happen to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't know what else to say, man. But definitely, like, and not even that, if you hit, man, who else did you do this to? How many? Is that why everybody running away? Did she do that? Man, listen, let me hit play.
That right now, you know what I mean?
Just
It's
crazy.
almost kind of reflection of what you said earlier. It's almost like now that's very
Okay, we gonna go
irrelevant.
past this because we heard this already. Let's I thought I was at the right spot, yeah. Hold on. I don't even.
Yeah, see, you know, and the fact that how long in between the two period of time Jarvis got picked up? What was it? Probably at least 3 weeks, right?
Almost it's like a month, because she went missing on the 9th, and he got picked up on the 7th of February.
Okay, yeah, almost a month. So did y'all have any conversations as far as anything in regards to her in between the time she went missing, or that y'all knew?
Now this is pretty good that I just happened to get on this spot because it is exactly the spot that I needed. Because he's asking her if they had a conversation, and I just showed y'all they conversation. So let's see what she say here.
Or reported that she was missing and he left?
No, we reported her missing. My mom reported her missing. She went up there to the school on the 10th. But that
I'm saying, did you and Jarvis have any kind of conversation about her in between? I ain't saying like her mom and who reported. I'm saying in between the time did y'all talk anything about it?
No, not at all.
See, y'all hear that? She said not at all. Like, what does not at all to you mean, ma'am?
Now, if he had something to do with it, he wouldn't tell me.
Now, keep in mind, she lying. Because this was recorded February 19th of 2024. When she was in the preliminary hearing, this is what she said. And this happened on January 21st. a month prior to this podcast, she actually did contact him about some stuff. Hold on, where's that at? Here we go.
January 21st, 2024. You sent some messages to Mr. Butts. Is that fair to say?
Yes.
Okay, and can you read these last 3 messages?
To be honest, these messages I seen into the inbox to you, I really don't know what to believe anymore. Stay away, Ramon. I mean it. The next message is I don't know what to say, or Twitter is on. Since this shit doesn't sit right with me, call it what you want. I'm good, period. It says, this for life. Nigga, I thought about it, and you can pass it. And don't call me, no need to explain shit. I already see it.
January 21st, 2024.
So why do y'all think she didn't admit this on this podcast? She had already knew. This was February, so a month before she knew that he had been in that girl's inbox and was saying some inappropriate things to her. But she was on this podcast, February 19, 2024, defending him still, not saying anything ill, acting like she didn't know what was going on still. You see what I'm saying? Like, so let's listen to her lie right now.
But I'm saying, you knew she was missing. Did he know she was missing?
When I called everybody inside my phone besides a couple of family members, but they seen it on Facebook. Yes, I did. I did contact him out, text him and said, have you seen Tuda? Tuda didn't come home. Text my sister. I called my twin sister. Hey, do you know if ZIYAH called you or anything? No. Called everybody.
Now, at the preliminary hearing, I remember something about still no Tuda as far as that part. And he said something like, man, or something. He said something simple. But we didn't hear nothing about, I mean, she's not telling us about what she just told them in court. On here.
So when you told him that, what was his response?
His response said no. He said he haven't seen her.
Never seen her. That pissed me off the last time.
And that's it.
And that's it. But right here at this moment, she knew that. And she never said a damn thing about it. So she's still riding with this man after all this.
The next pages include searches that I located inside that Google return that we received from Google. So this search was December 9th, 2023 at 3:32 UTC time. So you would actually have to subtract 5 hours, which would make it the night of December 8th. And the site is what's visited. It's Drink Me and Abort Your Baby, the Herbal Abortion Tea by Maya. December 10th, 2023 at 9:32 p.m. UTC, so -5. PlannedParenthood.org/learn/abortion/the abortion pill. December 10th at 9:32 p.m. UTC, the abortion pill. Get the facts about medication abortion. There is a search that was conducted before that on December 10th, 2023 at 9:31 p.m. UTC. And that site is PlannedParenthood.org/blog/can I use herbs to have an abortion at 10th, 2023 at 9:36 p.m. Over-the-counter medication abortion, and that's from that same place before, ANSIRH. December 10th, 2023 at 9:32. Planned Parenthood abortion, the abortion pill. How do I have an abortion using only the Misoprostol, Misoprostol. December 10th, 2023 at 9:32. Planned Parenthood, learn abortion, the abortion pill. So this is like the same, back and forth to the same site. The next page is...
Now, she didn't know all that allegedly at the time of this podcast, I'm assuming, but I really don't know how much she knew or didn't know. And I don't even know if the text message that she said she sent was, you know, if she really didn't know or if it was just game. I don't know. I just have a hard time believing that people who have experienced this in their life don't know what it looks like when it's happening in front of them.
Well, yeah, like I said, I'm gonna open up the phone lines, man, because you know, this is a long this situation. Because if you follow me, you know I've been doing this shit for 17 years, right? I'm trying to keep my journalistic integrity as. So I'm just waiting on it to ring in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Okay, hold on. Somebody, another family member is coming up.
The Detroit Police Department, if she didn't come home, shit, an hour, 2
Hold on.
hours. If she went home by 5 o'clock.
And I haven't got a knock or no. Whoa! And I haven't seen the police there I've seen the police there every other week, and when they arrested the boyfriend, I see no family, got no side of the house. They're looking for anyone.
Hold on, yeah.
So this is somebody that inboxed me at 12:08. Okay, this is when the conversation was still hot. And this comment from the inbox saying that I guess Shannon and this uncle who was just on the phone line, Devin, who says that they don't see the kids anywhere but in the backyard and taking out the trash. They say the kids are up and down the block all day. Okay, they live on the block. Kids are up and down the block all day. And they say that they've been out watching or searching, for the kids. This woman says she works from home, lives on the block, and has not got one knock on the door at all.
Boy, y'all see that? So they saying they doing searches, or were saying that at the time, and the neighbors are saying otherwise.
What kind of shit is this exactly?
Shout out to Mouthpiece if I didn't say that. Please smack the thumbs up, everybody. Thank y'all for being here. Now this one here gets a tap, respectfully. Yes, please hit those reactions. I appreciate it. Her family is scared that they may get some jail time or probation. However, some do deserve at least felony neglect charges to set a precedence in the state of Michigan. Man, I don't know. If the family keep coming out, then they might get diddy. Maybe we got a RICO family charge going on here. ZIYAH father said he thinks she was pregnant. Yes, he did say that. He thinks she was, but he ain't seen her in 4 to 5 years. And some say 8, but I heard him say 4 to 5.
Shit is this exactly?
But we also know if somebody could say 4 to 5, it probably is 8 to 10. It's sad.
I'm gonna be honest, man. Shannon, if you're still watching, you're starting to look like some bullshit.
It is, though. And now we got the cousin's testimony to what happened to her. For real. It explains so much when that cousin came out. Because I'm like, okay, that's why she's so forgiving, because she can relate.
Ask the questions that I asked, trying to stay on the fence of this whole situation and not being biased, but
Going on for so many years because people probably have that doing their job and looking at shit on the surface.
Shannon in the comments saying how we taking the posters down when we the ones putting in the work. But I want to ask Shannon, like, how are you putting in the work if it's neighbors on your block?
Wait. You putting in the work all right to cover the shit up. That's what you putting the work in.
I want to ask her, what work is she putting in if it's neighbors on the block, on the same block? Not even the same block as you, that's never got a knock on the door about it. And she works from home, so it's not like she's not there, right? And she sees the police over there every other damn day, right? Even when the boy got picked up.
And then you got your little sidekick over there that just confirmed that you lying, talking about he don't see them walking up and down the goddamn street.
Right. when the neighbors say they up and down the street all the damn time.
It's them that's covering it. It's them that's hiding it. Because ain't no way. And then she had the audacity to sit there and say what he doing is on him. Are you serious? You still messing with him. And then she got the nerve to sit up here and talk about how she protected her kids.
Now that's really disgusting if she's still messing with him at this time, because this is February 19th, 2024, and we just heard her text messages from January 21st, 2024. So she messed with him after knowing that he did this to her niece. If we are to believe what she just said.
You wasn't protecting your kids when you left with our brand new cousin that went over there, and that's when he tried to get the girl to perform fellatio on him. So
okay, now we know about the little girl that was over there for the first time. She was a family member. This chick leaves and leaves Pred with the girl, and then that's when he did that. That's crazy. Leave her. Why is it so cool? You already know it's not gonna, you can be right there and he gonna do it. You know what danger you putting them in. It's like they want these kids to feel the pain they felt or something. I don't know. I can't understand this kind of stuff.
Her very first time.
Well, I can't relate.
Why is you even leaving the kids alone with him, period?
Exactly.
Why are you still fucking with him, period? And you got daughters and you let him do that shit to your own motherfucking kids, and you didn't hurt it not once, not twice, but however many times.
I mean,
so come on, man. Like, everybody do need to be locked up. If we are to believe what this family member is saying, and you ain't got no reason to lie.
With your niece and whoever else. Ain't no way. Ain't no real mother.
So I've heard of
on this earth. No real mother on this earth will even give a nigga a time of motherfucking death.
Did you hear me asking her as respectfully as I possibly could? How in the fuck are you dealing with a sex offender and you know that he's a sex offender? Regardless of your age, at the age of 19, you still know that a pedophile is a pedophile. I would imagine.
And then she lying, talking about she was 19. She was not 19. She was motherfucking 16. She trying to cover the shit up. She's trying to cover this whole shit up.
So,
see, they 10 years apart. 41, 31. I think he might be 42 now. I don't know. But 31, 41, at least 10 years apart. Whether he was 26 or 29, he was out of damn line with a teenager. And if she was 19 when she had the kid, it take 9 months to be pregnant. And I'm assuming that you talked to him before you got pregnant. But then again, I don't know with these people. But yeah, it could have been 16 is what I'm saying.
You know where Nevaeh is at. Tell the motherfucking truth. Do your time. Tell the motherfucking truth. It's time for this shit to come to the motherfucking light. Tell the motherfucking truth and tell the police what they need to know. Cooperate with them and tell them where this motherfucking girl is at. Because ain't no motherfucking way you got 5 kids with this nigga and you fucking this nigga every fucking day and you don't know and you ain't got nothing to do with it. Now you talk about it's on him. No, bitch, it's on you too. You know something. So own up to your shit. Save the rest of them motherfucking kids. Have a conscience. Be a real mother for once in your motherfucking life and tell the motherfucking police the truth and what they fucking need to know and get this girl found. And if she dead, tell us where the fuck she at so we can motherfucking pay our goddamn respect to our motherfucking cousin. And your ass can be put in the motherfucking ground. And hopefully nobody won't do it to your motherfucking kids no more. You foul as hell. I said what the fuck I said. Shit crazy. This your motherfucking niece. This your motherfucking flesh and blood, and you letting this shit happen to your flesh and blood. All of y'all foul as hell. And you've been covering it. They've been covering this shit up for motherfucking years. And we getting the backlash of it. Motherfuckers thinking that we know something. We don't know shit. So, but y'all holier than thou, though. In the goddamn church.
I'm seeing people every day talk about them, the ones that's battling right now. People's talking bad about, oh, well, they knew, everybody knew, F everybody. Like, I don't feel that way. Like, look, man, if you ain't in somebody's house, you don't, and you ain't going by there, and you not, it's a lot of cousins that you don't see until a family reunion come around. Like, you can't blame the whole damn family for something somebody else is doing. That's just crazy to me. And then people act like they do it. Like, are you saving every family member? Do you know what's going on? That's crazy. Blame the people who were supposed to be there, who were there. And you can blame the ones that were supposed to be there too, the parents, right? You can blame them too. But get out of here blaming everybody for this. I don't agree with that.
I'm listening to you, but I'm reading this inbox that I just came in from somebody who's giving me some anonymous information as well. But go ahead and speak your piece if you got something to say while I read this to myself before I say it on the air.
It just ain't making no sense, man.
Welcome in,
I
Natasha.
Just believe that this shit is really fucking happening. Like, it's just crazy. And then every time you turn around, it's something fucking else. Just tell the fucking truth. Just tell the fucking truth. And then she on Facebook. Then she said he got locked up on the 7th. She on Facebook backing this nigga talking about 100 days countdown. It's me and you, baby, and this and that. You on Facebook backing this nigga. But
so I've heard of situations where the woman was involved in the pedophilia as well. I mean, do you think this is possible?
He is involved. Ain't no way. She ain't talking to him. She don't know where he at. You know where the fuck he at. Ain't no way. They gonna lock somebody up 100 days over a gun charge? Come on now. It's Detroit. Everybody got guns. Stop playing. Tell the goddamn truth. Let us pay the respect that we need to goddamn pay to her.
I ain't mad at the family that's speaking up.
You sit up there leaving it in the school hands. You should have went straight to the police.
Exactly.
To the police is where you should have went. Once you found out that she wasn't at that goddamn school and then she didn't come home an hour after her normal time, y'all should have been at the goddamn police station. They went to the school police. What the goddamn school police gonna do? Obviously nothing. Because everybody wondering why in the fuck did it take a month for DPS to even pick this shit up? What are you hiding? Why are you hiding it?
So that's why, y'all. That is why, because of the choice of the grandmother going to the school like it's a police station, like it's the 911 operator. She goes there, like, and then they sit on it. Oh, just so happened it was a guy that was retiring that damn day or whatever, and he ain't do nothing, or that week or whatnot. And when you hear his testimony, I mean, at the time, I didn't really know. Just doing other research, and then I came across that, and I'm like, so this the dude that was that dropped the damn ball? Yeah, he sounded like it. I'm gonna have to play his testimony at some point, but it ain't about to be today.
Okay,
make it make sense.
I'm about to show this this little inbox that I just got verbatim, so y'all can read it right with me.
We gonna listen. So I want to say shout out to Mark DeAndre. I've put the link to his to this video in every video that I'm talking about. I believe in paying respects to the content creator. If I'm playing a piece of their stuff, like, this is really good information that only he got, and he didn't get the love in the beginning, but I see a lot of people have since found this channel since I found this channel, because he barely had the views on these videos, and I'm talking about he the one that broke it all on there. This is the podcast that they talking about in the preliminary hearing. You hear me? And on the dang on wherever they saying podcast, this the one they talking about.
What it's looking like, man.
The whole family ain't got nothing to do with it. When we found out what he was and who we was, we exposed it. And the people.
Whoa! I was put in a room with him. I yelled and screamed so nothing happened. Oh my God, you gotta be kidding me. So it really, man, like, it really goes on. I'm so sorry to hear that. So nothing happened, but I'm glad nothing happened. What? Now that's the first time I heard somebody say that, or seen somebody say that. Wow. There's some sick people in this world. Oh, thanks for hitting my subscribe button, Chop. Welcome in. I seen BFF speak. I'm like, where he at? I ain't seen him. Mark, gonna need to schedule a therapy session after this story. Geez, this too much. Listen, this was 10 months ago. This was 10 months ago. He has also covered some information about Ashley Elkins, because that happened in the Detroit area as well. So he definitely beat the streets of Detroit. You know, he get out there and get it. Shout out to him.
That stuff was happening too. We told them to go to the police. We can't force nobody. But then even if they was going to the police, they over there coercing the kids to say otherwise.
Right.
Now that's the other thing. Like, they got mad control over the kids. Even her brother, he's still not telling nothing. He protecting the grandmother, but he was like, put a circle around that auntie though. So did she do something to him? Like, I mean, is she messing with all the girls in the house? I'm trying to figure that out. At this point, she has nothing to lose. Not even her kids. She's not thinking about them. Let's see what she has to lose when them people come knocking at that door to pick them up with handcuffs. Okay, because this cousin that recently came out, I mean, and I would suggest y'all check that out on this channel, because only reason why I'm playing this is because it's from like 10 months ago, but he just did that video and I just took a little clip, but definitely go check that out. That girl told her story, but just listening at it, I wasn't sure because I didn't hear her say Shannon did this to me. I didn't hear her say that. So I was like, wait a minute, because she said they. So I don't know how many of them did it. If it was the twins, both of them, I don't know. I don't know. But it definitely was Shannon, because Mark said it. And then he had wrote it too. And I had put that in the video.
But everybody want to blame us. It's not on the extended. It's on them. We've been putting that shit out there. And she kept having kids by the nigga.
That's crazy.
Okay, so I'm going to read this inbox I just got as soon as I loaded up on the screen, and you're going to hear it as well, so y'all can read it together. Okay. This person just inboxed me at 12:53. This was 4 minutes ago. I'm going to say this anonymously. I've known them 20 plus years. I'm blown away. First off, is so much I want to say. Yes, the grandma has always been weird. That little girl's mom has been through being molested, and her little brother. I only know it to be 5 of them. She had that baby off a one-night stand with that man. Yes, she was on drugs, and Shannon is a big dummy for that man. She knows he touched her niece. They all know it, and they're gonna keep sweeping stuff under the rug. They need to search that house, and some lie detectors are needed. Shannon knows where that baby at.
Yeah, she knows. She got something to do with it. Ain't no way this your goddamn baby daddy. And you keep messing with him, had kids from it, you don't know nothing, and then y'all ain't even talk about it.
And they don't see that this girl pregnant, because come on, you can tell she pregnant right here. Roxy said this was taken the day before she went missing. You mean to tell me they didn't know she was pregnant? They didn't know. They couldn't tell. Nobody could tell.
Daddy did something to her. Tell the goddamn truth.
So, where was this other message at? Let me go. Was it in my message requests? And I just had to retrieve it. Yeah, it's a couple of people that have been sending me. Go back, Mark.
Ain't nobody buying pads around there, checking garbage cans, checking period dates. Ain't nobody doing that around there with all them girls.
Exactly. What Lex say? She said, my thing is how everybody knows he touched her niece but her. Make it make sense. Exactly. She knows. She wasn't allowing that shit to happen. She know what the fuck he was doing.
Please subscribe and press that notification bell and thumbs up. Please subscribe. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. Thank you.
would just, go to school and come home and get off the bus and come straight home. She would walk up and down the street. Ain't nobody seen her ass on the street.
You said the family knew. Are you talking about like this person that's talking, or you mean the family that's in the house? Shannon think she's so damn smart. She sound real stupid to me.
She been trying to throw curveballs and boomerangs all in the shit to knock everybody off the path, talking about her friend said this. How you talking to the ZIYAH friends, but the police talking to the ZIYAH friends and they ain't seen her and said nothing. Then she said she was at the gas station. Where the cameras at to show that the ZIYAH was at the gas station? Nothing.
See, that's another thing. Somebody did type, it was Shannon or her sister, said ZIYAH was spotted at the liquor stores and some other store or something. It's like, what? And then trying to make it seem like somebody was harboring her. Like when they was in the press conference, the grandmother, she kind of made a reference to that. Like, why would they think that about her when she never ran away? She never did anything. I think they knew, but maybe was smart enough not to put nothing on text message. I don't know. But Shannon can't be too smart to sit up there and plug in the tablet that you knew the police was coming to pick up and go talking about my mother told me to plug it up. Yeah, yeah. And look in it to find and search it and all of that stuff. But yeah, so I don't know if something might come back up with that or not. Clearly she wasn't supposed to do that. But I guess they didn't tell her not to either. But you didn't think to check her tablet before then? Wouldn't you have thought to check her tablet because she was missing? Wouldn't you think she would have did that then? That's how you know they wasn't really looking for her like that. If you had her device, her tablet there, and that was your first time, your mama telling you to power it on and check it and the messages, come on, man.
What we heard from her friends? Nothing. Then they're talking about her social media. Shannon been the one that's been operating her goddamn social media to make it look like ZIYAH been on social media.
Right, Angela. Now, how do they not know? Like, come on. I asked the question earlier, what month was those text messages when ZIYAH was begging that prayer for pass? I'm gonna have to re-listen to that part. She only had 3 months left. Wait, pedal. Okay, she only had 3 months left. She told him her grannies were big. Yes, I do remember the conversation. I'm gonna have to find that part to figure out that date. But I also know you can have one more period, or you can have periods and be pregnant. I mean, it happened to me. You could have that one more and be pregnant as all get out. So I think the fact that she was showing is telling me the shoot. She looked like she was 5 months to me. Just looking at this in comparison. So let's look at it again. This is her. I don't know when this picture was, but I mean when this video was, but don't she look about 13 on here? 12? Like, yeah. So I mean, I don't know exactly the date on this though. But it is 2023 because this is the Instagram that I went on that was created in 2023. I do believe. And I believe that it was May of 2023. And she only created this to communicate with him, in my opinion, because that was the message. That was the message that she was looking at from Instagram. Yeah, she do. I mean, she was a baby though. Look at her here. She just looked bigger, pregnant. And you not gonna be showing like that at like 3 months. I think she was about 4 months. Now, if we judge by September, I'm gonna have to listen at the text messages again because it was hard for me to listen to them, so I wasn't paying enough attention to the dates. But I'm gonna go back and see. But clearly, if we can look at this video and see this girl belly, surely look how little she was here. Clearly.
He said it the whole time.
Yeah, and you know, I heard, right, because when my podcast aired last night, you know, I spoke on the details of allegedly the mother or the grandmother, I guess, was the one saying that there was no phone, she had no social media, and then the phone being
Right.
back to the house. Now, I'm getting word today that the police are saying that all of that was a lie.
Exactly.
So, I mean, are they saying that for the sake of not having certain details of their investigation exposed, which I can understand because I said earlier, I'm not doing this to try to fuck up the case or nothing like that. It's just about having a conversation about the details that's had as a community so we can put together the pieces to try to figure this shit out. But at the end of the day, if you confirming it, then I believe what you're saying. That like if that's what happened as far as the phone being pinged back to the house, then that only further confirms.
She has phone because all of them got a phone, and they probably just took the phone away now. But all of them had a phone because they be on there doing all of the TikTok dances and all of that stuff.
We looking at it.
She had all of that. Almost every teenager got social media.
Right.
Now, come on now. Then talking about she was texting you from the school phone. Them school computers don't even they got blocked. As soon as you try and type in YouTube, Facebook, what is that? Instagram, all of that stuff. It's an automatic blocker on that. They don't allow that on school computers.
Right.
So maybe that's why it didn't come up in court. Because she ain't say nothing about that. She talked to her. She said she was the last one to see her after he asked her and basically helped her to say it because she act like she wasn't. The school was the last to see her, but he like, nah, in the family, you were the last person to see her, right? But
so there's a lot of things. There's a lot of things that could be like 90% debunked that she's saying. Is what we're figuring out.
Everything. It ain't adding up. We all know it. We see it in the comments. You done asked for questions. The nigga that she came on live with that tried to be on 10 then contradicted what the hell she done said.
And then they brother gonna come on here too, Florentino or something. He sounded like a lady, and we'll get to it.
Come on now. Now she don't know nothing. She had a whole lot to say January 9th. Now she don't know nothing. Now y'all don't want to cooperate. How you don't want to cooperate? But you just, I just want her home. I just want her to come home. See, I want to come home. Hopefully, I pray that she is alive. And I know everybody want her to come home, but not to that goddamn home. Hopefully she ran away because she got tired of the goddamn bullshit. Hopefully she did. For her sake, and not having to deal with all of that nonsense over there.
So how true is it that ZIYAH's mom like disappeared a couple weeks ago? Because I heard that she was like, had possibly tried to flee to Ohio somewhere. Then right after that, I heard that she was up here still smoking.
Don't come here.
Ain't trying to flee nowhere. Lady ain't been around. Lady ain't been around for years. She was in Ohio or whatever for a little minute. Lady did not come back until ZIYAH came up damn near pretty much missing, which to me made it seem like, oh, they're trying to make it look good that mama and grandma and that ZIYAH has this great village that's taking care of her when she don't.
So lady hadn't been around for years. And her father wasn't around for years either. That's so sad. And then a granny who don't even like her own daughter. So how well did she treat her granddaughter? Did her granddaughter remind her of her daughter? Like, if you hate your daughter, I don't know if you should be raising her children. Like, that don't even make sense to me. I could just see it. You just like your stupid ass mama. We heard her call the kids dumb and stupid and Emma effers. And I mean, God, she probably call them bees too. And then let's say prayer. Get out of here.
And now all of a sudden,
fake ass Christian
coming out that she done sold the drugs and now around the ZIYAH missing and all this other bullshit and now the mama missing. She ain't never been around. She magically was around during this time. So I feel like that was full face fun. And she ain't even supposed to be around. She can't even be around her. They told I heard that the police told her she had to get the fuck from over there. So she ain't supposed to be around them because Ned got custody of them. She goddamn crackhead. She can't be around. She's on shit. That's why she ain't got custody. Shit, the goddamn brother ran away not too long ago.
And that's the brother that's talking now. His name is Vari. But somebody has commented that she didn't do crack. She snorted like, and the baby daddy, the Nazaria's father, who has since passed away, he said the same thing, that she sniffed.
Come on now.
Checking all of these inboxes from everybody, seeing what they said. But yeah, this is
who was that? Veronica said I recently talked to her and her daughter was right there with her. Who's she talking about?
Veronica. You said Veronica Bright. You said you recently talked to her and her daughter was right there with her. Who did you recently talk to and her daughter who was right there with her?
How are you still having kids with a man that took your knee? Oh, that's somebody else. The other kids. That's what we've been saying. That don't make you feel no type of way towards him. Oh, maybe that's a different Victoria. You need to just tell the damn truth.
Somebody in my inbox said she don't smoke crack, she snorts. And he ran away because he want to be a street nigga.
Right. He ran away because he tired of the goddamn abuse over there. Thank you, Rose Coco. The grandma don't want to cooperate.
Man, oh man, oh man.
Remember,
BFF said, I think Shannon was checking to make sure she wasn't on there or her name mentioned. Some of the time he was using her phone to text him because they was asking her in court, is this your message? Is this your message? No, no, and no. So she was using her phone.
Like I feel like I just want to leave this fucking feed up all night until we get the damn answers and shit. I feel like the more and more is coming out, the more we talk.
Keep it coming.
Right. And then she just need to come out and tell the truth. She know where that girl at.
Exactly,
you've been taking up
Angela.
for him all this time. If anybody say anything about Jarvis, she cutting people's throats talking about him. And now all of a sudden, what he do is what he do. I don't got nothing to do with that. Oh, now you don't got nothing to do with it. But any other time you taking up for him.
She don't breathe when she talking. Okay, now somebody said, I'm gonna say this anonymously. I've known them for 20 plus years. I'm blown away. First of all, it's so much I want to say. Yes, the grandma has always been weird. That little girl's mom has been through being molested, and her little brother. I only know for it to be 5 of them. She had that baby off a one-night stand with that man. And yes, she is on drugs. They talking about ZIYAH's mom. And Shannon is a big dummy for that man. She knows he touched her niece. See, Shannon knows he touched her niece, which is her twin sister's daughter, for 2 years, which is the 11-year-old who was on the stand, whose dad tried to take his damn head off. I wish they would have let him. So for that, she's a big dummy for that man. He touched her niece. They all know. And if they gonna keep sweeping stuff under the rug, they need to do a search, and some lie detectors are needed because Shannon knows where that baby at. Now that's somebody's comment. Alleged.
Ride or die. Bonnie and Clyde. You taking up for him any other time, but now, oh, you ain't got nothing to do with it.
Mm.
And you still got him around all the goddamn kids, including yours, and you know that he ain't supposed to be around no kids. He ain't supposed to be around no school with nothing. After the first one, all right now. But you had 4 more.
That's crazy to me. After knowing he done touched everybody in the house, every kid. Wow. I mean, is it a charge for being stupid? Like, because come on, man. How do they not find evidence of this stuff? Are they smart enough? You think they just don't text it? Like, because remember, there was a questionable one though when Shannon texted him and said, Tuda said you need her. Really? Really? Do he need her? Come on, y'all. Come on.
Message up in my inbox.
Yeah, Shannon know. She got something to do with it.
You gotta know, man. How don't you? You know what he is. You're sending them with him. And the partner had to know too. How did he not know? When the little girl that testified said that his she witnessed it. He's sitting there with his pants on the floor and she was on his lap. Okay? He do it in front of people. If he'll do it in front of a kid, he'll do it in front of a grown man too. They already sharing women. They sharing Shannon. His business partner had Shannon and they ain't had no problem. But his daughter was up at the shop. His 20-year-old daughter was up at the shop. And he wanted to fight a man that was trying to holler at his daughter. Why? Because you want to hit it? Ain't that something? You don't want nobody messing with your daughter that's 20, that's grown enough, but you can mess with 4-year-olds and give them freaking chlamydia. I just cannot. And this chick steady having babies and steady leaving the kids with him. Come on, man.
Yeah, she could just tell the truth, man. Just
come
tell
on,
the truth.
man.
This shit been going on too long with them over there.
And women on top of that.
Apparently, that it's all coming to the light. Just tell the truth. Let her be found, man. Just tell us where she at. Tell us where she at. Y'all done took this shit too far. Tell the truth.
That's crazy, man.
What you say? How am I taking up a baby daddy? And every question y'all ask is about him. Girl, you sound stupid. Of course. If you never would have brought his ass around the goddamn family, we wouldn't be in this goddamn predicament at all. So it's 1,000% on your motherfucking ass. The fuck? It's 1,000% on your motherfucking ass. Thank you. Look at that shit. Offender detail. Look at that.
Wait, let's see. He posting stuff. So Shannon Kid's father offered his own daughter. Wait, so Shannon Kid's father offered his own daughters and someone else's daughter money to suck something. He has been in prison for RAP, a 13-year-old girl. And since Shannon don't want to raise the kids on her own, she told her kids that so they wouldn't get him in trouble. What? Shannon would rather lay up with the kids farther. That's just how they write it. Than to protect them from being tampered with. But hey, there's more. Lady is ZIYAH's mother. But hey, there's more. Lady is so messed up because Annette did not believe her when Annette's husband, Charles, was RAPing her. She swept that under the rug. So there you have it. Oh my God. It runs in the family. Oh, I said it run damn deep. And know what happened to that woman at the age of 11 who did it to her, and then she allowed her husband to do this to her daughter? What? Oh no. What? I didn't know this. Hold on, y'all. This is a shocker, but I mean, it's not. It is to put a name on it. All these people can go. They can get it right now. They can get Diddy right now. Gosh, man. So her husband named Charles was doing this to her daughter. She swept it under the rug. So there you have it. It runs in the family, child, whatever. So it's okay at the Harris residence. And wow, child molestation is okay at the Harris residence. So is the holy then thou Annette knew about Jarvis. Don't call me out when I talk. Any something I got facts. When I talk, I got this is all jacked up, but basically when they talk, they know what the hell they talking about. And if you don't have the whole story, shut the hell up, basically. Oh shoot.
You knew what he was. You knew who he was. And now our goddamn cousin might be gone because of you.
Well, damn, man, her mother knew too. Like, and you know the thing, it really sticks out to me. Like, no compassion for her daughter that this happened to, and she was the one that brought this man in there. And it just okay. So if I had to guess, whoever this Charles person is, he probably was way older than the mother, Annette. You know what I'm saying already? Just like it's like a generational curse. And I said this from the start. But oh my God, I didn't know that. Like, oh my God, Shannon is equally responsible for the abuse. The whole damn family is sick. They really are. The girl probably was unloved and unwanted pedo. The look for children like this. Yes, some pedos love to get with women who have children. Yeah, they absolutely do. They get jobs that put them around children and single mothers. They get into coaching, security guard at a damn daycare, anywhere they could be around children, a school, a hall monitor, you know. Sick. Wait, why is it echoing? Hold on, y'all.
And I hope they hear it. Maybe they conscious or something. Or it's gonna eat them up. But how long it's gonna take, we don't. I don't know. But something needs to happen. Something needs to shake.
I don't know who this is.
That's all I want.
Oh, thank you.
All right, appreciate your call, sister.
I need the next person to be loud.
Phone line still open.
I think the father gonna call in.
Phone line still open. But y'all only got about 10 minutes because I gotta go catch Charlie before we close. You know what that is. What's going on, Carla? What's this? Oh. Somebody called from the Page Plus phone again. Their minutes ran out. The minute they what's going on, Carla? Who this? Where you calling from?
What's going on, Carla?
Why I keep doing
Somebody
that?
called from the Page Plus phone again.
Yo, can you hear me? Yeah, see, they playing.
Oh my God.
When you call, right, turn the device that you're watching the show on off. Okay, there's not going to be the same time sync in the video and what you're hearing on the phone. Don't try to listen to
I think the father gonna call. Hold on.
They filed the police report with Detroit Police Department. My mother got up to the school at 7:20 p.m.
Oh, this the dude. He sound like a girl. Hold on.
All right, appreciate your call, sister. Phone line still open.
Hey, hold on. I'm about to be right on the same dang on part we was just on.
The video and what you're hearing on the phone. Don't try to listen to the show.
Okay, this I think it's gonna work
phone,
this
right?
time.
What's going on, Carla? Who this? Where you calling from?
This is Shannon's brother. My name is Florentino. I was calling because I wanted to piggyback.
Florentino. This is the brother.
A lot of the stuff that's going on right now, or what's being said, is well. First of all, my mother is not some woman to be made out as a monster.
So y'all just the thing that I just read, it said that her brother was also tampered with. This is the brother. Allegedly.
Foremost. There's 7 of us that grew up in the household.
We was all raised under a sound roof, a mother who loves and cares and support each and every last one of us. It's nothing that we could not go to her and talk about. But for them to sit here and to make her out like she condones this, like she accepting somebody to touching or rape her grandchildren. This is some bullshit. I've been sitting here listening to this shit. I'm at work, been listening to this shit since 9:30.
Now he gonna say that 1,000,000 times, and I'm probably gonna change it by the time he say it the million. Before he get to the 1,000,000th time, he gonna say that. When people start repeating themselves, it's time to let them go. Alrighty then. But some of the stuff he talking about is been debunked in court and different other conversations that's been had, out of the horse's mouth. So he just protecting his mother. That's what he doing, and his family secrets, allegedly.
This is some real funky foul ass shit at this point.
Okay, so
the day that ZIYAH came, ZIYAH
and I don't like the way he talks about ZIYAH either. Y'all hear what I'm talking about?
My mother went to the school the very same day. She went to the school.
Well, Shannon said she went the next day. I don't know I think she went the next day. She went that morning. They said that morning, but they really meant the next damn morning, because you couldn't have went that morning because you didn't figure it out to allegedly. Shannon knew right away she didn't come home. If you know she come home at 3:05 and she wasn't there, your mama had to come home. The kids had to knock on the door to say, is ZIYAH here? No, she not here. And then y'all come in the house and just gonna decide to wait till the next day to report her missing. And that's what happened. The next morning is when she reported her missing at the school. But I do like how she put it on the school. And I told them I was going to go to the police department, but they told me that they could come to me. So I'm thinking, just listening, I'm thinking, okay, so the police department came up to the school. No, it was the school damn police that didn't give the messages to the real police.
She went up there when ZIYAH didn't bring her ass home.
See?
And she went up there to the school and told them she didn't come home.
What are you cussing for, sir? This is somebody that's missing. This is a loved one that's missing. How are you cussing? Ignorant.
He immediately dispatched the police to the school. They took the police report.
So the day she went missing, they dispatched. They filed a police report with DPD, not the Detroit Police.
They filed the police report with Detroit Police Department. My mother got up to the school at 7:20.
No, they didn't.
She got up to the school. They sitting here making her out like she's a fucking monster, like she's sitting back and condoning.
The police themselves told us they didn't get the case to February 20th or something crazy in the press conference, so he don't know what he's talking about, but we gonna listen.
That Jarvis is touching or raping her grandchildren. I have sat here and listened to Kenya's ass. I have sat here and listened to Rod's motherfucking ass. I have sat here and listened to all this bullshit. Everybody want to point the motherfucking finger at everybody, but ain't nobody doing a motherfucking thing. Ain't nobody came and did shit. Ain't nobody came and passed out no motherfucking flyers. Ain't nobody did shit. But everybody want to voice their motherfucking opinion about what my mother should or shouldn't be doing. She got on that motherfucking air. She said what the fuck she said to the press. And that's all the fuck it should be at the end of the motherfucking day. She loved her grandchildren just like she loved us. She raised 7 kids. She will go to the moon and back for each and every last one of us. Ain't no motherfucking molestation going on in that house.
Now that's a lie, because the grandmother said her damn self she don't mess with her daughter, so she ain't going to no moon or back for lady. Not ZIYAH's mom. And what about her son she had at 11 or 12? Where's that one at? I don't know.
I wasn't going to even say nothing, but this whole thing from the beginning to the end has pissed me off. From even yesterday's live has pissed me the fuck off.
Okay. Oops.
Yes, my mother didn't want to speak, and that should be respected at the end of the day. She don't feel like she should have to speak, and she shouldn't have to speak. She got up, she did the press, and that should be good enough. Let the police do their fucking job.
far as Shannon, my sister, and Jarvis, she a grown-ass woman. Let her deal with that and let her handle that. I'm not going to even touch off into the subject about that. That's her baby daddy. I'm sure when she got with him, she didn't know that shit off rip. Anybody that's meet somebody, I don't think a nigga gonna come up to a bitch and say, hey, well, I mean, she said this. I'm a pedophile.
She did know, though. She admitted it, that he told her. He gave me the chance if I wanted to deal with him or not. She knew. So this dude just blowing off some steam.
That shit didn't come until years down the fucking line.
She said when she was 19.
It came up years down the line, so then that mean that she was 16 then, like her cousin said. But she found out at 19.
She met her when she was 19. But I'm sure he didn't introduce himself as a pedophile.
No, I think she had a child at 19. But let's go. Keep talking.
This shit has pissed me the fuck off. My mother is not a monster. She ain't never been a monster. She ain't never been a crooked ass woman. None of us ever was in CPS. I listened to the live yesterday, seeing that it was 5 of us. No, it's 7 of us. None of us was ever taken out of the fucking home. We was never in CPS. My mother never had a case on any of us. We was all raised under one sound roof. My mother worked 2 jobs. She was a hardworking ass woman.
Hell, they said CPS was called 17 times over there while ZIYAH was there, from my understanding. And I mean, you would think she wouldn't have a CPS case because she's able to adopt kids and all that. I don't know if stuff get old and they change their mind. I don't know if she was involved in CPS or not. That I don't know.
Don't bullshit. And for family to get on the air and say that she condoned this and she condoned that, that's some bullshit. Because I'm sure if my mother didn't care about her grandchildren, why did she take the time to get the fuck up and get dressed and go to the school and to check at the school? Go to the school and ask the principal. Well, my granddaughter didn't come home.
I think she get up and get dressed anyway because she take the kids to school. I know she pick them up at the program and stuff. I think ZIYAH might have been... they said that she don't usually catch the bus either, like every day or anything. No, this is a man. This is a man of V314. This is their brother. This is their brother.
They called the police right then and there. The police was at the school within 10 minutes. She loved her grandchildren. She doesn't just own her kids. She never just owned any of us.
Well, she clearly says she don't mess with her daughter. She did say that in court, so.
For her to get on the press, yes, it probably took a lot, but she never refused to do the press. Not one time did she ever refuse to do the motherfucking press. People kept calling and saying, well, we seen ZIYAH. ZIYAH is being seen in the public eye. A couple of gas station tenants say, oh, we seen her come in the gas station and rip her sign off the window. People say, well, we see her on East Warren in Bedford, or we seen her on East Warren in Cornville.
Well, they
we
lying.
see her walking up the street, or we see her going in a couple of gas stations. Oh, somebody said, oh, we see her going into Nino's Market on East Warren.
They lying. Snap a picture.
My mother's house is not dysfunctional. ZIYAH never came from a dysfunctional ass home. Nobody.
Now, it depends on who you ask.
In that household is dysfunctional.
Now, that dysfunctional prayer, morning routine that she talked about in court was very dysfunctional to me. And then somebody said, one cop said, that is a normal black household. No, the hell it ain't. That irritated me that some cop said that. If that was his norm, then that's your norm. I didn't grow up around profanity, period. But then I got with somebody and I heard words I had never heard in my house. You know, the MFs, the Fs. No, I never heard that. B's in my house. Ever. Hell and damn was the most that I heard. And But yeah, I was shocked. Like, what are these people saying? So yeah, if that was normal to you, you was in a dysfunctional household and you just don't know. Because you dysfunctional as hell. And you operate in dysfunction. Because that's how you grew up. So it's your norm.
Like, we come from a dysfunctional ass home. My mother is not dysfunctional.
That is not normal to put a damn chain on the refrigerator and screaming and yelling at kids about socks and putting on a coat and I mean screaming and hollering early in the dang on morning, and then let's say a prayer. No something shall prosper against us. I thought it was no weapon shall be formed against us shall prosper or something like that. Like, what are we talking about here? She was yelling at the girl about saying it right, and she wasn't even saying it right. That's dysfunctional, sir.
She didn't raise us in a dysfunctional atmosphere. And for 10 years, and for Rob, and for whoever else feel like my mother, yes, leave her the fuck alone. Let her be. She has the right to not speak, and she chooses not to motherfucking speak. She needs to press, and that should be it. She's a concerned ass grandmother that loves her grandchildren, and yes, she wants Nazaya to come back home. If my mother was so dysfunctional, I don't think the state would allow her to even adopt 2 children out of the fucking system.
I don't know. I ain't too sure.
My mother, yes, she's stern, but she's been like that for years. She's a zero tolerance for bullshit, and everybody know not to bring bullshit to her motherfucking house.
Yet a bunch of bullshit going on.
And I don't give a fuck about any motherfucking family member hearing this or anybody feeling like they need to come.
I think Jarvis should be considered bullshit. Ain't no way if my daughter brings somebody to my house like that, we gonna have a problem. Get out of here. That's full of bullshit to allow somebody like that with a record like that. If you ran a tight ship, I'm sure you knew all that, right? You knew how old he was when he first got with your underage daughter. Like, come on.
On that shit. I'm bagging my mama up. My mama is doing what the fuck she can do, how she can do it, and what's best fit for her. But she loves her grandchildren just like she loves all 7 of our grown asses. This shit has been pissing me the fuck off since yesterday live.
See,
what kind of grandmother will just sit that can allow to condone? What grandmother won't call her granddaughter out? She's doing what she can do. And if she chooses not to motherfucking speak, then that woman should not have to be forced to speak.
So listen, you keep reiterating on that part, right? And I feel like that's like you feel some kind of way about me asking her about like now for you to
no, I don't feel like nothing about you asking her anything. I just feel like the comments, everybody, what they feel like, what my mom should be doing, what type of grandmother she should be. She's any damn grandmama that loves her grandchildren.
Hey, Bronze.
She's doing what she can do. She spoke to the police. She spoke to the detectives. She told them
right. He need to shut up. Shannon was desperate for a man. She could care less what he did. She's a pitiful, sorry, desperate woman, says Godzilla. And then, boy, be quiet. You wrong. Your sister told us she knew. Your sister said she knew. She said, girl, you need to go listen to the case. Yeah. It's in its entirety before you speak on your mom dysfunction. Exactly. Like, come on now. It's a lot of stuff he don't know. He don't know is out. Like, if it was said in court, you know what I'm saying? Or yeah, pretty much. Or if it was said straight out of her mouth, the sister knowing and when she knew and all that. Yeah, he gave me the opportunity to decide. Okay. And you chose him. Make that make sense. Get out of here.
How and when? I didn't bring her ass home. She got up like any other grandparent would do, or any mother, or any father, any brother or sister. She got the fuck up. She got dressed. She went to the school. She reported it. The school called the police. They met her at the school.
That's not true, sir. The police didn't know nothing until February, 5 days ago, as a matter of fact. Because this was, I think I said 5 days ago, yeah. But anyway.
My mom been waiting on 24 hours to reporting ZIYAH missing. She reported ZIYAH missing on the fucking 9th. The detectives and stuff followed up on the 10th. They came to the house.
That's not true.
You say, grandmother, that's your mother, right? So you wanted.
Yes, that's my mother. Yes, that is exactly my mother.
Okay. Right or wrong, he's sticking up for
Because
him.
as it was relayed to me by a member of the family, is that when she was younger, right, she had CPS investigations of her own. And that's the
there was
reason,
never no CPS. Well, none of us ever been in the system, bruh. This is what I'm telling you. No, none of us, out of 7 of us, we never been removed. Nobody has ever been removed from that household.
So why do you think the narrative is what it is as far as the immediate family, the extended family, and even the neighbors?
Big Nasty, you gonna have to listen to the replay. I'm not about to explain the whole thing, and you an hour and 40 minutes late.
Pieces of the same puzzle as far as the story, painting the picture of the narrative that we shared, that we all see.
Shout out to Bottom Theory in the building. Thank you so much for the super chat. I ain't used to getting a dime around here. Shout out to my friend. Whereas we definitely gotta give some thanks to that, because don't nobody give me nothing. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you.
I'm not going to even say that the whole world is wrong, because everybody will pedal to their fucking opinion at the end of the day. But like I say, everything that I've been seeing here and listening since 9:30 is fucking speculation to me.
It's speculation to you. Now, and the thing about it is, like,
it's speculation to me, because who says that Jarvis touched her?
I didn't mean to be mean, Big Nasty, but like what?
Nobody knows if Jarvis actually touched ZIYAH.
You don't know for sure or not, right?
What?
Nobody knows for sure. Wait,
really, sir? Really?
Listen to this live. Since 9:30, it seems like everybody know they fucking facts. And ain't nobody has got no proof about if this girl been touched or if Jarvis is the cause and the reason or why.
Whoa! 10 months later, here we are with all the dang proof, and he sound even more stupid that we got the actual proof. Never caped for a pedo.
Whatever he did back in the day, or how did he catch this rape case? Or
no, listen. It's certain things that you catch that you can't get rid of, and that's one of them. Once a damn pedo, we used to call him Chester the molester. Always one. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna start saying Chester to not say these words. Chester the molester. That's how we grew up identifying people like this.
However, the scenario plays out about his personal life, I'm sure he did time. I'm sure the girl, the young lady who came forward, her daughter came forward a year ago and said that, yes, my mother lied about her age. My dad did his time. My mother was 15 when her and Jarvis met. He did his time. I don't feel like my motherfucker should have to go and dig up old ass shit on motherfuckers.
What?
Is he out here raping and molesting children now? I can't answer that.
That's what's in question. Shit. I mean, and if he got
that's the question. The question is, what I feel like this is, at this point in time, ZIYAH is missing. That's all we really should be focusing on, is trying to find my niece so we can bring her ass back home.
All this cussing, but let's not talk about the person that's a pedo in a house that could have been the whole reason why she missing right now. We don't want to talk about him, my mama, nobody. Let's just find my niece blindly. Get out of here, man.
Right. But I guess within
and then everything else we can deal with after that.
Yeah, I guess it's almost like a reverse search, right? Within trying to find her, we're trying to figure out what happened to her and in whose hands she was, right? So I guess that's what leads us into all of these questions that we have about this Jarvis individual. So he comes up in the conversation of where she could be and why. So that's why he's relevant to the conversation. It's not like we're diverting away from looking for her by inserting him into the conversation. I mean, he's part of the conversation in regards to him as far as the court of public opinion is concerned. So that's what that is. I don't believe that people are diverting away from anything in the search, right? I mean, I don't imagine that the 500 people that's watching this live right now would be boots on the ground right now at 1:36 in the morning, even though it is that important to us, right? This is
Okay, let me do I still have this up? I'm gonna play some of this video that I had up. I don't know if they gonna we'll play it. Take a break in this right quick. This will explain it, Big Nasty, if you still here.
Prosecutors believe she was pregnant. She was brutally murdered. The child's body has never been found. When charges were brought, Wayne County Prosecutor Kim Worthy highlighted this photo in a heartbreaking way.
She is smiling and waving and saying hello. But little did she know that she was really saying goodbye.
The next thing Detroit should never forget is how 36 District Court Judge Aaliyah Sabri at a hearing last week called out many adults in ZIYAH's life, saying they also failed this child.
From what I have heard over the last 4 days and 5 days total, is that several people failed her. I don't know where her mother is. I don't know anything other than that she was forced to live in a home where she was not protected or given the adequate attention and love.
But Judge Sabri went further about how family members and Detroit also failed this little girl before she even mentioned the name of the man sitting in front of her, Jarvis Butts, the man at the center of a 5-day hearing. Bit by bit, prosecutors here worked to connect the dots that Butts allegedly abused ZIYAH over a long period of time sexually, allegedly controlled her life. Prosecutors say Butts got ZIYAH pregnant, and the judge said she believes all of the evidence shows Butts allegedly tried to abort the pregnancy himself. But the judge says she believes Butts injured ZIYAH and then murdered her.
He intentionally killed her and tried his best to cover it up.
But without finding ZIYAH's body, investigators focused on Butts, and they had to find his cell phone. Butts told police he had nothing to hide and told police to go through his phone.
Things in my phone, y'all have possession of my phone. Take a look at it, go through it. So I don't know what that's just. I don't know why she said.
Apparently, Butts was right. There was nothing linking him to abusing or killing ZIYAH on his cell phone, but that's where Detroit police data experts dug in. Expert after expert detailing in court how they extracted all of the deleted material from his phone, his web searches, how to abort a pregnancy using antifreeze, and then the thousands upon thousands of text messages he sent to ZIYAH. Detroit Police Sergeant Shannon Jones and her team got those deleted texts, and for hours, Jones read hundreds of those texts in court, text after text showing a 42-year-old man in complete control of a 13-year-old girl.
He sends her a text that says, "Are you naked yet?" She replies to him and says, "No, I don't want to get naked." She replies, "Are you mad that I didn't get naked?"
5 days of this preliminary hearing, Butts was hunched over behind his lawyer with a mask on. I watched him for 4 days. He never looked up once. Jarvis Butts, the last person prosecutors say who was with ZIYAH. The final person, the judge says, who failed ZIYAH Harris.
And while I mentioned other people that failed her, Jarvis Butts, you are the monster in this whole picture.
Being in there every single day was chilling every single day. If you're watching right now and your phone's next to you, take a moment, grab the phone, open up the camera, take a look at that QR code with that camera that's on your screen right now. That'll link you right to clickondetroit.com, and all those text messages, the thousands of them presented into evidence and much more on this horribly disturbing case. Guys, this gives us a chance to talk about all the people.
Yeah, this is what we talking about. And then we got old Florentino here caping for Jarvis, his mama, and everybody else talking about they don't know if he did it or he didn't, whatever. We just heard all the evidence now. So he sound real crazy, not knowing what he was talking about. Okay, never cape for somebody that did this before once in their damn life, because they don't change, period.
People who are missing right now in the city of Detroit. So many people missing. I've been asking Detroit police for a week, just give me a number. of people who are missing right now in the city. They've not been able to provide the number because it keeps changing, and the team that goes out looking for the missing people are out looking and still have not had a chance to compile the number. That's how big the big picture here is, how many people are missing in this city. We'll continue to follow.
So a lot of people missing, and a lot of people not even being looked for, which is even more sad. But that's what we talking about here. And this happened January 9th of 2024. And here we are, January 9th, 2025. He was in court. And it is bonded over for trial. And for whatever reason, they changed the court proceedings for today, I guess. Florentino need to yell over them text messages Jarvis was sending a child. Exactly. Jarvis is cold-blooded to unalive a child. He should get life without parole. He should get capital murder. She's a kid and she was pregnant. So, and they ain't said nothing about the baby because they don't know how far along she was. But as far as the person being on Clubhouse saying that she had a couple pregnancies and a plan B, a plan B is just something that you get the day after you had sex, accident. It don't mean that she was pregnant, but it was gonna stop the pregnancy from happening. And so that's what a plan B is. So I don't think she had a couple pregnancies. I think she had some scares. He did the plan B one time, and then the other time he didn't do no plan. The next plan was to take her out. So I think it was just one pregnancy, but he was just doing whatever the hell he wanted to do. Oh, we gonna feel good for this 1 second and then we gonna worry about that later. That's how people like him think. They'll do something in the middle of the floor with cameras watching them and still think they ain't gonna get caught. That's why he was in jail talking on the jail recorded line, talking about get my phone out of the car. Well, what I'm gonna tell her? How I'm gonna get her here? Oh, just tell her that you know, when we was fixing the whatever they was fixing, tell her you lost something or something. Just a master manipulator. He does it, calls the woman up there. This is his partner. Calls the woman up there and look for the phone, but he said he couldn't find it. The police found it, and they said it was exactly where Jarvis said it was at. So I don't think he was listening when the man was telling him where to find the phone at. So good thing he didn't find it. You know, he would be what was he gonna do with it? The police was coming to get that phone. And it would have made him look real crazy. So when they searched her car, she was in the hospital. They went and retrieved her car and found his phone from a jail call. Stupid.
Our time and energy and effort.
Okay, we back to this.
And doing what we can in the space that we're in to try to develop some answers. But, you know, I agree with you and I agree with you.
Oh, shoot, I ain't read this. Too old to be stuck on stupid. It's time to start breaking generational curses in Black families. Start telling, start talking, start putting these pedos in prison. Exactly, because it ain't too late. And it ain't gotta always be about money with Diddy them. You know, I mean, it is no more a statute of limitations on this. Shannon was desperate for a man. She could care less what they did. Pitiful, desperate. Yep. She's thinking we are. Oh, I think I read these up here already. Get that, Shannon, too. Yeah, I mean, did you hear her cousin say she molested her from 6 to 12 years old? Like, what? She did, allegedly. Everything is alleged.
And everybody else, when they say that, you know, finding her is the main concern. But at the end of the day,
it's a lot going on.
These components that we are resourcing right now will help us to be proactive in the future, whether it be within this family, with this girl, when we find her, or in other people's families. So that's I guess what
it really is, BFF.
Conversation is about. But I mean,
that's a lot.
You know, I appreciate you, voicing your opinion and speaking your side.
Yep, everybody should.
That's why I open the phone line and allow everybody from each side of the family, from all sides of the spectrum, to voice their opinions and say what they had to say about this situation. So, I appreciate you sharing your feelings with us tonight.
I'm sitting here looking at motherfuckers saying, well, why are you so angry? I'm angry because of the fact is that It's a little girl that's missing. But y'all.
The only reason why he was quiet is because he was reading the comments. He ain't heard a damn thing that Mark said. Not nothing. Because he was reading.
I'm worried about focusing on what my mother, as a grandmother, what she should and shouldn't be doing. Y'all been trying to comfort her ever since this whole motherfucking thing even had jumped the fuck off. She's not that type of woman to sit back and allow and to condone some bullshit. I'm sorry to have to say that. She's a better woman than that to allow somebody to touch her grandchildren and think they just gonna get away with it. I have sat back and I have listened to this live yesterday and today. They tell you about something. My older sister was in a crack house at 11 years old. She was pregnant. Drugs and shit didn't come later on down the line until she got much older. Like my older sister, Kenyatta. I'm not going to call her lady, and I'm not going to call her Chantel. I'm going to call her by her government name, Kenyatta. Kenyatta was never in a crack house.
That's ZIYAH's mom.
Birth to both of her children, she was way much older than what she is. Talking about something, she was in a crack house at 11 years old. She was never in a motherfucking crack house at no 11 years old. I guess my sister is going through some troubles right now in her life. But who don't? Who don't have motherfucking troubles? Everybody always got an opinion about something, but I guarantee you, if everybody on this motherfucking line look in their own motherfucking closets, I guarantee you, if you push them rusty, dusty ass clothes to the motherfucking side, I guarantee you, everybody on this motherfucking line will find something that they got to deal with in their life. So stop coming from my family like we some motherfucking monsters, like we just sit back and we condone this bullshit. Because nobody ain't condoning no rape. Ain't nobody condoning motherfuckers being pedophiles and molesters touching children. I wasn't gonna even say nothing, but I couldn't even hold my fucking mule because this whole fucking lie has pissed me off since 9:30.
How many times we heard
I
that?
can't sit back no more and hold my fucking tongue in this bullshit, especially when it comes to my mother. Because we're not made out to be sick individuals.
I wonder if I could do this, what he's doing. Let somebody come on a show and just let them yell and scream and talk. That's something I would have to work on.
Are you lying about anything? Ain't nobody telling the kids to not say this and not say that, covering up shit. Ain't nobody telling the kids nothing. If Shannon says she don't know, then she don't motherfucking know. I don't feel like motherfuckers should be interrogated about a situation that he really is out of her fucking hands at this point. Let the Lord deal with Jarvis' ass. Let them question him. That's why his ass is down here locked the fuck up at this point. But if it is, and if he did do something, then yes, he needs to be convicted about the shit. I'm not going to sit up here and say that he don't need to be convicted. Yes, he needs to be convicted, and the Lord needs to deal with him accordingly. But from what my knowledge is, none of my nieces and nephews ever been touched. And I don't think Jarvis is that fucking sick in the brain to fuck with his own kids.
Well, he don't know much then. This is crazy, dude. Now, at the time, people didn't know. Well, he looking over his glasses right now like, hold on, what? Yeah, he did that, sir. Wonder how he feel now. This was 10 months ago, almost a year now. Well, shoot, 11 months ago.
And for my sister, I'm begging her up at this point. Yeah, she probably was on here and she was talking because I listened to her. She came on here. Yeah, she probably was a little shook up. She probably is teared up about this shit. But who the fuck can say that she don't have feelings? Or she's not feeling some type of way about the situation? Or feeling some type of way because her baby daddy is mixed and tangled all up in this bullshit.
Yes, this is a dude talking. This is their brother. That's what I said. This is their brother, Florentino. Yeah. I believe everybody got touched in the house, allegedly. Back then, I don't know when it started, what generation, but I believe everyone after got tampered with, because that's what we listening to. Wait till that trial come out. What else we gonna hear?
I feel like people are coming from my family, and I feel like motherfuckers need to stop. If you're not gonna be
a male, yes, it's not a. So I mean, this is not a trans person. from my understanding. They said that this is their brother.
Problem trying to help find this girl. So then I'm gonna just respectfully ask you to shut
Hell,
the fuck
he
up.
said he was the brother.
Get back, shut the fuck up, mind your own business, and pretend like shit not motherfucking happening.
Really, sir?
I don't know if we can pretend like it ain't happening, but
I'm just saying, just don't pretend like it's motherfucking happening, because everybody want to focus on what motherfuckers should or shouldn't be doing. We doing what we can do. We getting out, we passing out flyers, we knocking on doors, we asking motherfuckers, have you seen this little girl? We doing our homework as a family that cares about our loved ones. And that's Naziah's uncle. I'm gonna stand firmly and I'm gonna bag my mother up. I'm gonna bag.
Y'all heard him say it as Naziah uncle, right? Not auntie. The person that's gonna call next gonna be jabbing at him big time. We gonna listen. We gonna listen to the next call.
Dude, and if a motherfucker don't like that, well, too goddamn bad. You can kiss each and every last one of our motherfucking asses.
Jeez, no thanks, sir.
That's all I got to say.
All right. We'll see you. Not. Yeah, so what did y'all think about Florentino? I mean, he misspoke in a lot of this here. He don't know.
I'm about to take my ass to the stove for
I wonder how he feel now, though. You know, what is he thinking? Now he didn't left the broadcast to run to the carryout. It must be next door though, or something. We back.
I wanted to come in here and conclude this live.
Look.
And maybe take a couple more callers because I just had a very interesting conversation on the way to the store.
Dude.
So let me set my.
He was gone for 10 minutes.
Self back up.
That's why I like watching stuff after the fact.
Get back to it.
We could speed it up, move it around.
So I'm gonna open up the call-in line real quick.
Yeah, let's see who angels to call.
As a matter of fact, let me see something.
Because as soon as I move it, that's when somebody gonna call. He a mess. Dang.
What's the conversation you had? I'm about to open up the phone line and see if I can read it.
Oh my God, that is so funny. Unc T. And I mean, I'm auntie and it's spelled like that, except for it's spelled auntie. No, it's auntie I-E. But anyway, Unc T. Sir, ma'am. Ma'am, sir.
With the person, I know that she probably just tuned back in now, so I'm gonna wait for her to call in. As I said, I was gonna let her chime in and go ahead and do that. This was with my sister Sheeta, who was actually a podcaster on my network, who just so happened to be watching the whole time, and we were just kind of sharing some thoughts about it. And she just kind of.
We want to get to the
pedophile and understanding that when it comes to your family. I really hope that. But in order for you to get to that point, you have to stand in your truth. And you have to acknowledge. And then you can get the healing. But enough is enough.
Way it's going to happen. I mean, because you can't.
Wait, hold on. Let's see.
Or no encounters, rather, with your mother don't mean somebody else wasn't impacted or affected in your family. I understand this is embarrassing for the family. And I'm pretty sure Shannon don't even know how to respond because now this is out that he has been with a pedophile and has reproduced 5 times.
Wait, hold on. Let me move this because I think the father gonna call. Hold on.
No. We gotta do better. We gotta do better.
Man.
Okay, next caller, I think.
I hope the next thing that happens from here is us putting together a search party.
Oh wait, that was Tamara, I think.
Family members, it is uneasy, and it's a lot of questioning with that because he's had history. So I don't know if maybe she was violated, and maybe she spoke up, or maybe she said, "Listen, I've tried to say something," and she felt like that was her only option was to run. I don't know, but be it she had a conversation with her aunt, her grandmother, something happened. It doesn't necessarily mean that
somebody had to do physical harm, but I do believe that there was a conversation or something that was some type of indication where she was.
Hold on.
Glad that we got this conversation out. I'm glad that we had this.
Hold on. Wait a minute. It must have
Yes,
been.
it's the Detroit Public School Police. DPD is the Detroit Police Department. They went to DPS instead of DPD.
Yep. Exactly. Now that let me take this back. This ain't the one I was listening to with the dad coming back on.
That was he. And then he said that his mother or she was saying that my mother did not have a dysfunctional household. Sir, ma'am, whatever your gender is, any child or any person that suffers from any sort of abuse is in fact in a dysfunctional household. And she, Shannon did let Jarvis, get away with a lot because first of all, and now one thing is if he didn't know, that's one thing. But knowing that this guy is a pedophile, all pedophiles are on a registry, he told you he was a pedophile and still allow him to be around your niece, which means the nigga probably had an eye for the niece in the beginning. Could have been who's to say that he ain't did it to somebody else? And I still feel like he probably did it to his own kids as well. He's just not saying, Shannon is just not speaking on that. And then I just feel like this person, the so-called brother, who is actually a woman, is trying to build whatever narrative that they're trying to build just to get the heat again off of Shannon. But it ain't gonna work. Because again, like I said, she was too adamant about saying certain things on the line about what her sister didn't know. Basically trying to build an excuse around her not knowing. But if she met him young, because that 19-year-old chick missed me with it. She knew when she met him because again, he told me about his past, which means he was aware, and I'm sure y'all was aware, because y'all, it ain't like y'all was blindsided to this nigga. Y'all knew he was a pedophile. Y'all failed the baby. Not only ZIYAH, but y'all failed everybody because y'all allowed these children to be around a motherfucker who shouldn't have been around them in the first place. And it's kind of giving me vibes that this individual who was a woman behind that speaker could be sleeping with the baby daddy too. It's hard to keep going for him. And I'm not speaking on
man, did y'all hear what she just said? She said he could have been messing with the baby daddy for all she know. Like, wow.
And it also sounds like he has a guilty conscience, or she has a guilty conscience about everything that's being said. And my thing is, the last caller that just actually hung up, I feel like I kind of took something to her about what she said. Maybe I'm wrong about taking it this far, but she said that ZIYAH didn't have her mom or dad. And it kind of made me feel like she was trying to say that maybe ZIYAH was looking for attention. Now, I could be wrong, but, when you grow up without parents, and I've been there, as a child, I was, molested, by a family friend. But I'm going to tell you something. A lot of people can't handle that, but even still, I would never penetrate an area and say, oh, well, maybe she was looking for attention, or maybe they was aiming for this, aiming for that. No, when a child is abused, whether it's, again, physical, mental, verbal, emotional, it ain't seeking attention. Okay, yeah, people act out because, people feel like this is comfortable for me. I thought being mistreated by men was the right way to go because guess what? This is what stuff was done to me when I was molested. But I had reassurance. Everybody keeps saying that maybe she ran away because of this, or maybe she's pregnant. That could be the case. But if that baby didn't have reassurance, while all these things was happening because that damn auntie said it, she knew what was going on. Why wasn't the reassurance there? You know what I'm saying? Somebody should have look. Yes, she probably scared to say something, but even still, where's the reassurance?
Yes, so the auntie has 5 kids by him and just had another one. I think the last one like 1 year old or something. So she would have been pregnant at the same time that ZIYAH was, allegedly, is what some people are drawing the conclusion to. And then I guess he did go to court this morning. It says a Detroit man charged in the murder of a missing 13-year-old ZIYAH Harris appeared in court Friday morning. A not guilty plea was entered on the behalf of Jarvis Butts, 42-year-old man charged with first-degree murder, premeditated murder, second-degree criminal sexual contact, and child sexual abusive activity. Butts is accused of having an inappropriate relationship with ZIYAH, who was last seen getting off her school bus at the corner of Cornwall and 3 Mile Drive in Detroit on January 9, 2024. Her body was never found. During the court hearing, a calendar conference date was set for March 7th at 9 a.m. Wow. Okay, so a calendar conference call allows the legal team the opportunity to discuss the trial logistics involving motion hearing and motion filing dates. But Butts also has been charged with the sexual abuse of 2 other girls in separate cases. He is about to go down. So on January 9th, and we gonna get all the details of that too, Judge Allison Sabre sent the case over to the Third Circuit Court for trial following 4 days of testimony and a preliminary examination. This is where she said that he was a monster and all of that, and he absolutely is. So also there was a Detroit rapper named Skilla Baby. It says he said the case grabbed the public's attention, including that of celebrities like Detroit rapper Skilla Baby, who has offered to cover the cost of a funeral for ZIYAH to provide her family closure. ZIYAH's adult cousin Roxy confirmed with CBS Detroit that several celebrities have reached out to her, including Skilla Baby. So my goal was to make sure ZIYAH Harris's story reached worldwide, and it reached worldwide because this isn't only happening in the city of Detroit, but it's happening everywhere, Roxy said. Now more women and more young girls are speaking up, and that is my ultimate goal for not only ZIYAH to get justice, but for every young girl and every young woman who has ever been sexually abused to get justice. So Roxy is working to establish a foundation for ZIYAH in ZIYAH's name to support other young victims of abuse like ZIYAH was going through. And that is good. That's awesome. That is awesome that they'll do something to help other people that's going through it. So I'm happy to hear that. And so we are going to conclude for today. After this live, the other live for Ashley Elkins is going to pop up. I'm going to come in tomorrow. We're going to talk about Ashley, and we're going to keep our eyes on what's going on with this case and continue to cover it because there's more stuff that I still haven't looked at that we'll look at together. And we're going to be all the way caught up by the time we get to the trial and all that. We will follow the trial, but we'll probably do like closing and opening and closing arguments live. But for the most part, I like to follow it after so I can speed things up, So we definitely gonna be covering this. We're gonna keep our eyes out for all information. Did you see Jarvis' sisters testify? Yes, I did see her testimony. Did y'all maybe I should do a poll to find out do y'all even has everybody even seen the preliminary hearing? The one that I was gonna bring up was his co-worker, his partner. I was gonna bring his up, and I ended up watching it today, and that's when I found out he done slept with Shannon. Like they sleeping with each other. He's sleeping with his baby mama. That happened in 2019. 2020 or something like that. He met Jarvis in 2017. But she said, did y'all get into it about that? Nope. But he damn sure was mad about somebody trying to talk to his daughter, though. Go figure. I'm going to be waiting on his ass at the prison door. I wish those inmates would make him tell exactly then where she's located. Me too. They going to be waiting on him. Man. I hope he does tell, but he's sitting up here talking about not guilty. Boy, get out of here. All these text messages we got, all that, but I guess, all right, do the whole song and dance, waste everybody's time. We see what it is. We see what it is. But anyway, y'all, we're going to get up out of here. Thank y'all so much for hanging out. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Make this go viral.
ZIYAH.
Let's please smack that thumbs up on the way out, y'all, in case you forgot.
Lock his ass up. Lock his ass up. You going to jail. You going to jail. Lock his. What in the fuckity fuckity fuck kind of shit is this?
Wow. Peace and love, y'all. We out.